viewers of Raj Hospitality, the YouTube channel with hospitality influencers. In fact, we try to bring the best of the hospitality leaders every week. They give their views because of their experience in the hospitality industry. Today is our 30th episode, and today we have a very young, dynamic hospitality industry leader, Mr. Ranjan Kumar Das, the general manager of Wow Hotels. Welcome to the show, Mr. Ranjanji.
Thank you so much, Mr. Raj. Thank you so much.
Because I'm so excited about the name of Wow itself. Like everything goes wow in the, from the top person to, you know. So I just gone through your
Yes.
profile. It is very interesting, and I think very rare you have a general manager with of these kind of qualities. What I've gone through your profile.
Thank you so much.
To the viewers, I just have a small brief about Mr. Ranjan Kumar Das. He's a die-hard hospitality professional and has given 21 years of his life to the hospitality industry. His years of hospitality experience spans across segments like hotels, hotel management institute, learning and development, and hotel administration. He has had the opportunity to have had worked with the Indian and international chains of hotels like the Tulip Hotels, Sarovar Hotels, the Laure Hotels, Kamath Hotels, and Wow Hotels. He was the founder member of Asia Pacific Institute of the Management in Ahmedabad. He was instrumental in developing the institution and institute of national repute and having course affiliated to many foreign institutes. He quit the institute as a vice principal, head administration to get into the next phase of his career. He was involved in 6 pre-opening hotels for the Sarovar Hotel groups and was instrumental in developing the corporate training programs for the group and for the group of hotels. He was nominated as the best general manager twice by the group. In his current role as general manager cluster, he overlooks the hospitality vertical of Wow Hotels. Indoor currently, he looks after 125 key hotel, 5-star hotel, or Wow Hotel, 38 boutique hotels, Hotel Windway, and the Ambience. A 2 acre of manicured, the marriage lawn, I will say a convention center. He is also in charge of a greenfield project, which is or maybe I will say which is touted as the largest convention center and hotel indoor. What else you need? Because the recent 30 episode, we have people from the hospitality industry in one particular segment. The sales people have become general managers. The food and beverage people have become general managers. But I've seen the first general manager who have so much of, I will say, the background of an institute and set up almost 6 projects in the beginning, and also the background of education. That's very important. That makes you maybe one of the best general managers. Thank you very much for coming to the show.
Thank you so much, sir. I think yes, it's been a prolific journey till now, and it is still continuing. Thank you so much for that profile update, sir.
Thank you. My questions for you is that your inspirational journey in the hospitality industry. How did you begin and your achievement till date? Apart from what I've talked now, what was made you to come to the industry and how this journey took place?
Well, like every young man after doing the 12th standard, would get into a professional course. I also wanted to get into a professional course. My initial choice was medicine. I was recognized by my the state authority, and I was given a scholarship in biology. I was supposed to become a doctor. I passed through the hotel management, the medical examination for my state, Odisha, and joint entrance, and I got a seat also there.
Fantastic.
But I started realizing that is that what I want in life? Not that it is a bad profession, but what do I want from my life? And I started analyzing my positives. I knew that I can speak. My communication skills were very good. I have, undying appetite for going out all the way to get my goal. I realized that I want to do something for myself, because I'm very good with people, and hotel management course came into focus. I joined a hotel management against the wishes of my parents. They wanted to be a doctor, of course, and that's how the journey started. My parents actually recognized the whole thing only when I got internship with Taj Hotels. My first year, I got internship with Taj Hotels. So that is when they realized that, okay, this line also is good for him. The professional line is good for him. So this is something which happens with everybody. When after your 12th standard, you are understanding what to do. My parents wanted me to be a doctor. So I was doing the joint examination. I was doing the medical studies, taking all the stuff. But hospitality was to happen. It happened. Uh, I got my training in Taj. I moved across. So my career, as you rightly said, has three phases. One, when I did my hotel management and joined the hotels as the initial level of hotel operational training, to become the management trainee, then become the restaurant manager in F&B service. I was doing very well. The second phase was when, I became an entrepreneur sort of, where I was the founder member for Hotel Management Institute. Today it is a very big hotel management institute called Asia Pacific Hotel Management Ahmedabad. So it has got three branches today, three buildings for themselves, AICT approved. Back then it was a very small institute, a startup, which I was a founder member.
Fantastic.
So when I left, 3 years, 3.5 years with that institute, we had developed it to a 300 student strong institute with some 11 courses running across the board with all foreign institutes. I was the business development manager, the counselor, the instructor combined into one with many of my other colleagues. It cannot be my success alone, it's everybody's success. Then the third phase was when I wanted to come back to the hotel industry. When I came back to hotel industry, I came through the route of learning and development, because operations, then academics, this was the rightful way to get in. My goal was obviously operations, because I was operational, thorough operational guy, and I wanted to get back into operations very badly. So I came back into this. You would not believe, Mr. Raj, that in my learning and development manager stint in Chennai, I was with Sarovar Group of Hotels. That's where I started actually with Sarovar. I stayed with Sarovar for 10 years.
Wow.
So I started as a learning development manager in Chennai. I used to work from 9 to 6 as a learning development manager. And from 7 o'clock onwards, I used to pick up a role of a manager, operations, and stay till closing. This happened for almost 2.5, 3 years.
Super.
And that's one of the, my way of catching with things, because I had lost touch for three years, when I was in academics and building this institute. It was my way of giving it back and taking whatever was offered to me in that particular boundary. It happened. I got my promotion. I got a regional learning and development manager position. Got transferred to Delhi. I had 11 hotels under me, which I was traveling continuously. Uh, and then I got a role of the corporate learning development manager position, where I was looking at 45 hotels across India and abroad with Sarovar. I started with that.
Okay.
In that brief, this thing, I pre-opened hotels for Sarovar Hotels Group. I filled in shoes for general managers when they were either away at, for some work, or they had left the job, quit the job. A new general manager was supposed to come. I was the support system from Sarovar. Many hotels were handed out issues like labor union issues or some problems with this thing. I used to go there, handle them. So I was on constant move. At one point of time, for this 3.5, 4 years of my training, learning and development training stint with Sarovar, I was doing almost 100 flights a year, plus the other modes of transport. Uh, and I opened hotels like hotels in Goa, where I was stationed for 6 months. I opened the property there. I was the first to land over there and last to leave after the recruitment of the general manager, the team, their whole training process. So I realized I am more of a people and process person. My strength lies in people and process. So Sarovar being a company which loves, and it is a company which I also love because they gave so much for me. And so I asked them for a position of a general manager position for myself, and that is when I was offered the Delhi hotel as a general manager. It was a small boutique hotel, a 42-room property, but that's where my base started with them. I managed their property in Delhi, Lucknow, and Shirdi. My 10 years with them, and then I moved to Mumbai as to manage a 200-room property with Kamath Hotels.
Okay.
Uh, I was simply awed by the personality of Mr. Kamath.
Yeah.
So I went across, and he, for some reasons, he liked me from the word go, and we had a bond which lasted for 3 years. This property came up where they wanted somebody to build. They were building a vertical hospitality vertical, and they wanted to somebody to lead that. They have a very a huge vision for themselves for future. That's how I am in Indore right now. And rest you already have shared, Mr. Raj.
Then I think it is something very amazing. It's not like a simple story because for all the youngsters or for all the young generation today who are watching this, have to take a very simple lesson from Mr. Ranjan Das is that see, he was working as a training manager, and then just because he want to update himself because he's out of the, the race, so he felt he should work in the night or maybe in the evening hours or the balance hours to see that he update himself. So there's something amazing, and it is not 1 year or 2 years. It's much much more than years. So I think this is where the base is made, and that's where the today's younger generation has to learn because things does not come so easily. The success does not come so
Correct.
easily. So that's a real example of Mr. Ranjan Das. Thank you very much. It's very inspirational. Thank you very much. The name itself is Wow. Explain the present project you are doing with Wow Hotels, visions and objectives of the groups.
So the Wow Hotel basically stands for World of Winway. Basically, our parent company named is Winway,
With
and so all our real estate arm, our vertical, our other businesses are Winway. So we wanted to build something. We also have a hotel, a 38-room boutique hotel in Indore called the Hotel Winway. So we wanted to bring in a five-star hotel called the World of Winway. That's how the Wow was born. Uh, so this is a 125 key, beautiful boutique hotel. It's not a very big luxury five-star hotel, but it's a boutique five-star hotel because of the area constraint in terms of the facilities. But it houses everything. It has 4 categories of rooms. The rooms are fantastically. I would appeal you to go across and see the website to understand the rooms. The concept is phenomenal. I have been there from inception. I was here since the day one. So we have brought in a lot of changes. The whole idea of this hotel is, we did not want to bring in a hotel which was just a normal way. We wanted to bring in a change everywhere. Everything has to have a concept. So right from the door which you enter, there's a concept which works from that's the whole idea. So if the name is Wow, then everybody should automatically utter Wow after every experience they have. So with that base, we started the whole process. Every SOP written down by us, by my team. I am just the figurehead. I am as good as my team. So my team is what matters the most to me. You'll be surprised to know, Mr. Raj, the team which was there with me since the beginning of the hotel is still there with me.
Wow. Yeah.
Uh, you know,
See, automatically the ball
yes.
starts.
So that team is very important for me. For me, people matters the most. You always you would ask me, what would you do for your customers? I would say you do it for people, the people will do it for the customer. You don't have to do anything for them.
Correct.
So, so the whole concept is based on this. Of course, the restaurants is a theme based. We have a Twilight, which is again a theme based. We have the owl as our as our mascot over there. Uh, I always wanted to establish a Northwest frontier cuisine restaurant, spanning the food items from Pakistan, Lahore, Rawalpindi, all the way to Afghanistan and Morocco. I have been able to do that here in this hotel. We opened a restaurant called Nazm and Dhuan. So it's a bipolar restaurant which has got two parts to it. One, a covered area with a fine dining concept. The other one is open area with a lot of fire and grill over there. So we call it Dhua, and this is called Nazm. It houses the entire Northwest frontier cuisine.
Fantastic. So,
You know, so all the curries, etc., and the amush boosh, etc., comes inside the fine dining concept. All the lava grill, the pizzas, the shawarmas, etc., and the other nanzas, etc., goes out the this thing. So this is a fantastic concept we've developed. So as I said, everything is concept driven. Rooms also are very concept driven. Everything is based on the peacock theme. So the color combination has every hue of the peacock feather. So right from the mauve till the gray, everything. Peacock has all the colors, in all shades. So that's something which is planned. So it's the project is enthralling, and we've done fantastically well. My team and this hotel we've developed.
superb, superb. How did you handle the challenges which is in the hospitality industry has gone through recently? Can you tell us the episode of any innovation that took place, or maybe the opportunities during the lockdown time?
Sir, I always take my example of my previous mentors and who have always been with me. One of them was Dr. Kamath, as I said. He finds opportunities in every small disaster he takes in. So I will recite a small thing. I know this thing. So one thing which he said was that when he was opening the hotel Orchid at that point of time, and he didn't have money for advertisement. He said, I did one thing. I bought a big bus. I painted it a bizarre color, like a purple color, which would attract every attention. I painted Hotel Orchid over there and made it stand on the airport gate. So people automatically started understanding there's a hotel called Orchid, and there is a something which is there. So no billboard was required. No this thing was required. So you see, we have to find different opportunities during this time. During this time, if you answering your question, we of course knew that there is no travel, there is no flight, there is no railways. So our strength was domestic travelers. So the people from Indore itself have to support us, and they have been doing this. So how do we bring them to the hotel?
Correct.
Rooms. We designed staycations. We designed family packages for husbands to pamper their wife, packages for various occasions, etc., and we marketed them. We went to the grassroots and marketed our products.
Mm-hmm.
We got very good response. People started, and of course the hotel is well known. It has been established. Fortunately, by God's grace, people know this hotel as a place of standard and very strict hygiene and safety control. So they obviously love this whole thing. They came and help us in every other way. Hotel has clocked 40% occupancy during these times as well.
Super.
F&B service, again, takeaways. We focused on takeaways. We focused on our regular guests. We focused on very strict hygiene and safety control protocols. We marketed that. We made people convinced that, listen, this hotel is very, very safe. We have the safe distance worked out. We will earn less money, but we will make sure we're in business. So that was taken care. We had a very interesting concept where I turned the rooms into restaurant, private dining rooms.
Yeah.
So if you are the family, you do not charge the room rates, but come have experience in the room itself. So we converted a room as it is with tables and chairs and made proper arrangement of this thing. You have in-room dining itself without being a guest in the hotel. So all those innovation happened, and by God's grace, things are turning out good. We have been able to cover expenses, and the best part is not a single employee has been sacked from my hotel since the first day of lockdown from May 24th.
Oh, that's something very amazing because that's very rare it happens, but I think that's something very amazing. Super. I'm sure you have seen the best leaders in the hospitality industry, whom you consider you as your mentor. You already talked about Mr. Kamath already. And what makes you different? What makes him different, or what makes them different from others? Can you share some interesting facts which can motivate the present generation of young professionals? Mr. Kamath,
Yes,
already we know, but apart from
absolutely,
that, anyone else?
absolutely. I will name few of them which have inspired my life and have touched me in many ways. Not only holding my hand, of course, that is there, but certain things from them you learn by looking at them. For example, from Sarovar Hotels, the managing director, Mr. Anil Madhok, Mr. Ajay Bakaya, who is the current director of the company,
Yeah,
they are exemplary leaders who you got to learn from them organizing skills and clarity of thought. Anything that they do is so clear and so organized that there is no chance of any negatives in that whole thing. Second thing I got to learn from them is something which is out of the ordinary, that is detailing of all the activities. Everything is detailed to the last T. It's not just thought in the air, it's detailing in the whole thing. That's something which is exemplary in these leaders. And I think uh, many people who are at higher positions today don't have that ability to get organized things. You come to the office, you go back at your time, but you finish you know 2 days work in one day. That's basically how it's worked out. So that's something I have learned from these people.
so nice, sir. What is the other side of life? I mean, the minus hospitality industry. What are your passion apart from the hospitality industry? I'm sure there's because
Well,
you. I'm sure there's something. Definitely, there's something hidden.
yes, I love traveling. That's something which I love. If you go through my resume, you would find that I this is my 11th state with bag and baggage. Uh, I love traveling. I love reading books. I also into meditation, which I do. I am in Tirunamalai once or twice in a year at least
Very good.
to do my meditation over there. Uh, Apart from that, I love spending time with my family. I work out regularly. So yes, I keep myself occupied and
Good, good. Very good. Nice. Your words of inspiration to today's younger generation on how they can face the challenges ahead and how to tackle the situation and handle failures. Because I'm sure because you are the right person to talk about it because being in the institute, you have seen a lot of youngsters coming in.
yes.
So what will be your suggestions to them? How to handle failures?
See, for me, there is only one word called success. There is nothing before that or in between that. There's only success, and success happens only with the small things which is repeated day in and day out.
Yeah.
Success does not happen overnight. It will need all these small things which has to be part of your habit. Now there is nothing called as failure for me. I remove the word failure from my life. So if I remove failure word from my life, then wherever I am would be some steps away from success. Now everybody in life, everybody who is now studying or who is going through struggle in period etc., would think twice as to the number of struggles, the hard work, the pain, etc. But understand that this is what is building your foundation for tomorrow.
Very true.
Put in the hard work, put in the number of time. It does not matter. Money is not what matters right now. What matters is the experience, the situations, the challenges which you face, because that is what is going to create things in you, which is then going to reflect tomorrow when the challenges actually comes to your face, and that's when you face it. So my only thing is, do not give up, keep trying, and success will be yours, because there is nothing called as failure.
Thank you. I think it's very, very rightly you said. How are you treating the training and the sales team now at this present situation? Are they confident enough to handle the future when the price and the hygiene and safety is going to take the front bench? You already explained about it. So I just like you to just give me this final point, please.
Yes. So sales now are aware that sales will be offshore sales. It will never be, till the time the vaccine comes in, it will never be the same as before. No calling will happen to any companies. No companies will entertain you, because the vaccine is not out yet. So till then it will be offshore. The one major point that sales has to keep on doing is maintain relationship. Make sure that they convince the other person that the hotel is safe enough, hygienically it is safe. Number two, the number 3 point that they have to understand is that business will come.
Thank you, Mr. Ranjan. Thank you very much. It was very nice talking to you, and especially because from the beginning it was a very inspirational. I'm sure the younger generation who is watching this interview today will be very happy and would have taken a lot of notes, especially about your, the which inspired me also, like the number of hours you have put up on the work, which is absolutely mind blowing, and the way you're working at the moment with the Bow Hotels and the way you are come up. So thank you very much for coming to the show. All the best to you and see you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Raj.